Welcome to Almost D&D, a tabletop role-playing podcast where three of my best friends hang out in my basement and attempt to play Dungeons & Dragons. I am your host and Dungeon Master for this evening, Devin Allard. Rotating clockwise around this egregiously sized table, we have...
I'm Rob, and I play Zorob, the uncharismatic bard.
I'm Chris, and I play Krugel, the half-orc ranger.
Jeff, and I play Rathos.
And now, a word from our partners.
Hello, this is Rathos. You may have noticed that I'm the badass of the group, or the guy that just keeps getting killed. Either way, it's not because of my badass dice, which are Canadian dice. If your rolls are getting you down, if you're missing when you try to punch an elephant, maybe you should hop on the internet and get yourself a set. With sets like Runic, Galaxy, and Metal, you can get the dice that feel right for you. Go to CanadianDice.ca and enter the promo code ALMOSTDND for 10% off your next purchase. On top of all that, they also have a one-shot module for $9.99. Check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, gnomes and gnome enthusiasts, gather around for a special message from our friends at Gnome Depot. Are you ready to embark on a whimsical adventure? Then listen closely, for Gnome Depot invites you to a fantastical realm like no other. At Gnome Depot, you'll connect with friendly and welcoming gnomes, experience thrilling events, and compete in fun-filled contests. It's a place where your creativity truly shines. Check out Little Garden Gnome on Instagram. That's little with a period between T and L. Garden Gnome, and check out the link in their bio. So we last left off our three brave and wise heroes had just traveled from the port of Terra after an interesting, I wouldn't say altercation because no fists were thrown. However, it was an interaction, to say the least, with a kind of mixed up Zendarian and, well, the team. They have traveled southwest toward Tenos. You have been speaking to a treant, Splinterlegs, and Krugel has just told him, believe, the dragon riders come, and he turned his massive head towards you, and he said, those are sacred words. What do you guys do?
I just go, apparently, I've heard it numerous times.
He's off to a good start. All right, Splinterlegs, I think we just need a minute to figure out what we're going to do. Guys, I know, so he doesn't think we can go through the forest, right? So we can either try and fight him and go through, or we can go around.
I forget where we left off, Trent. I'm so sorry. But can we, we can't go through your forest at all, even though we're friends of the old, we're trying to go and help the old people, I think. Old ones, is that what you call them?
The magic folk.
The magic folk, that's it. They went to Nibet? No?
He nods.
Okay.
Yep.
That's where we're trying to get to save your force from burning down. So can we meander through?
He's going to sit back and think a moment.
Have you guys ever seen a tree sit? Real flexible there, huh, Trent?
Yeah.
That sounded just
My friend Zorob knows this thing called yoga or meditation.
Yes.
Meditation. Yeah, it may help. You got to sit with your legs crossed for a long period of time.
So he smiles. He goes, who do you think invented meditation?
Oh.
Do you know this guy?
No, but you know what? I would like to know this guy.
The name is Splinterlegs, as you know.
Yeah, so I know him a little bit. We're familiar.
When you go back and you talk to your parents, right after you tell them that you got your brother killed, you should let them know that you met the person or being that came up with meditation.
I am becoming frustrated with you.
It's a fair consolation.
Oh my god.
I realized that was hurtful.
It was.
I know you didn't get him killed. I take just as much blame as that in that action because I think he kind of saved our lives. I'm sorry.
I mean,
poorly
realistically, yeah, you were there.
Yeah, I know.
I think you actually got him killed, which I've never really addressed with you. But suddenly,
sorry about that.
I'm becoming irritated more and more by the minute.
Well, I think we can both agree that Krugel sat there and watched the whole thing happen and didn't help. So really,
I don't think he was there.
What? Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah, he was in the bushes. Yeah, you both suck. All right. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you guys do suck. So what are we going to do here?
So you are friends of the magic folk, yes?
Yes, definitely.
Maybe.
Beware crossing the Solian desert. And those words you speak, believe. Those were sacred words.
Why are those sacred? What's sacred about those?
Those were the words Sektar told Tychon Bassa before he flew north.
Who
Good thing you got that pen and paper last episode.
That's right.
Yeah, Rathos is like writing stuff down in his journal at this point.
Could you tell us a little more about both of those individuals?
You do not know who Sectar the Gold is.
Well, no, I obviously do, but Krugel gets confused and forgets quite often.
Who was the other one you said? Sectar the Gold and Tassa?
Tychon.
Tychon.
Of
course. Does that spell with a Y?
Tychon Bhassa. Bassa.
Bassa. Mr. Splinter, man, you're very wise and intelligent.
He smiles at that. He likes that.
He likes that.
I am not great at spelling things, but you obviously have done a lot of reading in your time, so it's quite impressive. Have you ever been to Demissa?
No.
No? Oh. There's a librarian there named Latish. If you ever get a chance. She's wonderful. Check her out.
He smiles and nods. But, so, cutting back to Zorob's comment, Zorob, why don't you make or I guess everyone, because he was speaking to everyone, make a history check.
I got a 9.
14.
I got an 8.
14.
Yes.
So, with a 14, you recall this being one of the dragons in Zorob's dragon book.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yep, I was right. It's, hey,
Yeah.
why don't you look at your book and see what it says?
Oh, yes, the book.
Show him your wise and you can read.
Okay, yeah, I open up my dragon book.
I'm back to my vow
And
of
I'm
silence.
just, parsing through the pages looking for...
Sectar the
Sectar.
Gold. So you want to
Yeah.
read? You want to hear about him?
Yeah, page 46.
Yep, that's the one. Sectar was an ancient gold dragon whose lair, what is now Demissa. The mighty gold dragon's elegance and grace was a cover for his capability of ferocity, only matched by Rushhorn the Red. Mostly docile, it was not unheard of for newcomers, called Ziars, to approach the lair and speak with him, learning wisdom and lessons. The dragon welcomed any and all guests, treating them like inquisitive children. Sectar loved his new neighbors as if they were his own clutch. As it always played out with these new interactions, the Ziars were first intrigued and fascinated with the dragon, welcoming the gold beast's visits with open arms. However, as more and more people settled here, they required more resources and began to compete with said resources with the dragon. Each whale the dragon snatched from the bays was one less for a hungry sailor. Each cattle was one less for a hungry farmer. After a few years, the Ziars had had enough and launched an assault on the cave which held the gold dragon. Heartbroken and defeated, the ancient gold dragon roared, "My children, how could you?" as he turned and became airborne, heading north. Some say the tears he shed were made of pure gold.
And now, Treant, you are a Treant. I apologize.
That
Mr.
is
Splinter
correct.
Man.
Splinterlegs.
Splinterlegs, sorry, Mr. Legs.
Mr. Legs.
Mr. Legs, you mentioned Tychon Bassa.
Yes.
Is he another dragon?
No.
Who is he?
He was a human, whom was some call Sectar's best friend.
Oh, that's nice.
The man could not learn enough about not only dragons, but all plant life. Many a nights I stayed awake, answering his almost endless questions.
When was this?
A long time ago.
I'm gonna check my ancient history of Terra book for that name in the index.
Okay, you do?
Yeah, I check.
So there is a mention of Tychon Bassa. It mentions that he is an accomplished zoologist and botanist, studied any and all plant life. Not only plant life, but also animals.
Oh, this guy was a scientist.
What did he study?
Animals, plants, basically life.
Oh, kind of like you, Krugel, and you, Zorob.
Be what?
You talk to animals, and you talk to plants.
Yeah. I don't talk to animals well. He might have done a lot better.
Okay.
I'm
You're
on a vow of silence.
Probably
though.
right about that. Cool. But I still don't know why that means the Dragon Rider thing is sacred. And
Those are the words that he uttered to his friend when he said, "All hope is lost, but we dragons will return one day. When hope is all but gone, the drag riders will appear."
were there people who rode dragon before, or
So he smiles and he says, "Dragons are very proud creatures. No one rides a dragon, which makes it a myth."
gotcha? No, a dragon before, and people
A
have read the
sacred
name.
myth.
Interesting. Okay.
So can we go through the forest?
Yeah, so back to the...
If you were to reach Nabet, what would you do?
Well,
Ask you how we get across the Solian Desert, since no one apparently has lived across it in living memory.
Unfortunately, us Treants do not fare very well in the desert.
Sand, yeah.
Yes,
are there cactus folk similar to you?
that I don't know.
He kind of chuckles because that's kind of like funny.
I don't know the answer to that.
Do sand ships exist?
Oh, that would be awesome.
I'm asking you, Mr. Navy.
Oh yeah, no, it was all on the water.
Oh.
For me. Why are we going to Nabet again? I know Archmage told us, and they're Dragon Riders, but the Dragon Riders don't exist, right? I mean, do we believe that? That's what I'm asking. Do we believe that we're going to go there and wake up some Dragon Riders to come help us defeat Xandar?
I kind of thought so.
Okay.
Do you guys think so?
I mean, the Archmage Morph told us to go to have a chance to put this to an end. Do you want to put this to an end, or do you want to just try blindly to do it our own way?
Right. So yes. So here's what I think. We lay out all the options, right, and then we pick one. So
We might flip a stone, you say?
that's what I want to get to. Yeah, I want to flip a stone for this. So Archmage Morph was a pretty reputable resource, and he basically said if we want to stand a chance, we go to Nabet. So, well, I really have
And
no...
he nuked his own city.
You don't know that. Could have been Xandar.
Could have been
You
him.
don't know that. I guess my point is, so that's option number one. What other options do we have? Because I'll listen, but I don't have a plan.
No, I just thought of maybe something a little bit more real in going to Armor Corps and putting some pressure on, I guess, Xandar's forces, but Crumb specifically. It was Crumb, right? Is the bad guy?
Yes.
Yeah, putting some
Crumb
pressure
is-
on them because El Prez is back against the wall and she's got a whole island full of people. So
Okay. How do you think we'll get there? Through his army to the city that is not letting anyone in?
well, I mean,
They're under siege, aren't they?
how do you think we're going to get across the desert that no one's ever crossed, ever, apparently?
Well, the army's
I
not
just-
focused up there. The army's focused on probably Amarcore, so we'd have to go through an entire army of who knows how many of these assholes. I can't even handle one without getting enraged. Imagine thousands of them. I might.
I'd
just
be in my
kill-
glory.
I get that. I guess my point is there's a real problem here, and we could be of real help. There's a mythological, fancy hope and a prayer of some. I don't know. You're taking it all on faith that we're going to find something across this giant desert that no one's ever crossed. We're going away from all of our problems. I don't like going away from the problems on a hope and a prayer. I'd rather. I know it's going to be difficult, and there's no real solution yet. But at least we know that's all real.
Back.
I just don't see why we go just a hope and a prayer.
Is a hope and a prayer better than death? Because it's just guaranteed death if we don't. If
Yeah,
we just-
so it sounds like you're Rathos, you're not into Nabet. Krugel, you're somewhere in the middle, and I'm probably leaning more towards Nabet, especially because it's got that beautiful Solian sand
All
as
right,
well.
let's
which
have
I
a
need.
let's have a fight to the death, and whoever wins decides.
I was going to say flip a coin.
A 3-sided coin.
Well, we have some.
Why don't-
Splinterlegs is going to interject. He's going to lean forward to you, Rathos. Get kind of close.
Can I whisper as he comes to me?
Could you hear us this whole time?
Yes. Let me ask you this, Dragonborn. Have you seen things that you cannot believe?
Yes, and it's worked out not so. I mean, it's too early to tell how it's worked out, but it hasn't been so great so far. So I'm loath to go trust something that's not there, right? I don't know how it's going to work out, and that, quite frankly, I barely know you, Mr. Splinterlegs, man, sir. Scares me, and I want to focus on what I can control and what I can help with.
Do you think what you fight against is divine in nature?
That's a great question. I think it's a real dick nature. I don't know. He may be divine, but he's also a dick.
Male or female, I am not interested. Only if he's divine.
Yeah, no, sorry. An asshole? That probably doesn't do anything for you either. He's not very nice. I don't know. There's probably a better way to put that. But
Do you think an army of the undead's divine?
yeah, I mean, it's not divine. Divine meaning what? Godlike? Sure. He's probably got godlike powers, right? I mean,
If he's raising an army of the undead,
Do you yourself possess godlike powers.
Mr. Treant, you are really knocking the doors of some hard questions here.
I do.
You, half-orc, you believe you will need godlike powers.
Yes.
Then maybe you should believe in the divine. Maybe if what you fight is mythical in nature, you yourself need to become mythical.
I mean, you just told us that the Dragon Riders thing is a myth, and that's like...
Just because I have never seen anyone ride a dragon does not mean it is impossible.
Oh, so you don't think it's a myth?
I have not seen it.
You're a real literal type of guy, aren't you, Mr. Legs, Splinter Man, sir?
Yes.
All right.
All right. We still stand by. I see two options. One, Nabet. Two, Amarcore.
Would you listen to the wood?
Was punny.
I don't know. We got the one tree that doesn't have a sense of humor, which just I'm not a big fan of.
I don't think trees have much of a sense of humor just because they've seen a lot of life.
they're real brittle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
If for nothing else than that crack against Zorob and his brother dying, I will go to Nabet, but it's not to find some mythical... I still am firmly in the belief that what we can do, growing our powers and whatnot, I don't know if it's up there, but I know you need some salt or something up there, so at the very least, let's go do that.
Do you want me to send a message on the stone with your concerns or how to get there to see what she says?
Yes, I think that would actually make me feel much better.
Okay.
Great
You can
idea.
send the message, and I pass him the stone.
Everywhere.
Well, do all 5 suns set in the west? Or do they set in different
This is your
places?
lore
It's all
question
fucking
of the
crazy.
day.
This
Dude,
is the
it's-
lore.
it's-
This is the
This
lore
the lore
question. Yes.
Is this the lore question?
Yes.
We'll have to put this in the front.
Nothing is constant.
Nothing is constant. What is your lore question?
Do all the suns are they all in a line and they all rise in one direction and set in another, or is it different?
They all set in the west. However, it's kind of weird where, do you know in the wintertime where the sun only rises a little bit
Yes.
above the horizon and then it goes back down?
Yeah.
It does that on the east and the west. 2 suns come up low above the horizon and 1 above the top.
And what about the other 2?
Two suns on each.
Oh, okay, 2 on
Yep.
each. Okay, math.
So, oh man, is it hotter on... This raises so many questions. Is it hotter on the ends of the world? Is it a round world?
Yeah.
Okay. No, so is it hotter on the poles?
No, the stars are farther away.
How many days in a year?
400.
My point was, we have the sending stone. We can send a note to El Prez, see if we can get traction there. Part of me kind of wants to go back to the library to find out about the Solian Desert to see how we can get across. I do think there's something in Tibet, but I think if we go there without any way of knowing how to cross the desert, it sounds like we will die.
All right. Sold. To Demissa. Oh,
Yes.
wait. Shit, can we go this way?
Make persuasion checks with advantage.
I rolled a 5.
Just kidding, 6.
19.
What do you say, Zorob, to the Treant to give you and your team passage?
Splinterlegs.
He's gonna... He turns his mighty head.
Mr. Splinterlegs.
Mr. Splinterlegs. My apologies.
Please, Mr. Splinterlegs was my father.
Oh, man.
He had many rings.
Yes.
I've been calling him Mr. Splinterlegs.
I am so sorry. All right, what I was gonna say. Listen, here's the deal. We are trying our hardest to find a way to Nabet and find the old folk. Okay, of the old world,
The magic.
the magic folk. Yeah, of the old world, of the old ways. That's what he calls them.
That's what he calls him. I've been old.
All right, so we're trying to find them. Okay, we need to get to the library in Demissa as soon as possible to figure out how to get through the Solian Desert to get to Nabet to bring them back. Once we do, we'll bring some of them here to spend time with you, and you can teach them and meditate and hang out. It'll be like the old days. But the sooner we get there before the world is destroyed, the better. So if you could let us take safe passage directly through this forest, we can get them to you faster.
He's gonna sit back, ponder a moment, and then he's gonna get really close to you. And he goes, "Do you promise, Wood Elf?"
Absolutely.
a huge...
So I'm whispering to Rathos, what a fucking dumbass.
This guy, we don't even know if any of those guys are still alive.
No shit. He
a
just
huge hand
promise
reaches
here.
out for you to shake.
And I shake back.
So he closes and it grabs your whole arm. Like, it doesn't crush it or anything, but it's just like, yep, and he's just shaking your entire arm because he can't help it.
Hey, Rathos, I'm so glad we didn't shake on that
Yeah,
deal.
100%, that's not
My hands are tied.
That's off. That's
Yeah.
Well,
I got my
our
own
fingers
problems.
were
I got my
crossed.
own problems to deal with.
So I'm a germaphobe, so no handshakes over here.
Splinterlegs, we really, truly appreciate all of this time that we've spent with you. And if it's okay, we're going to move along.
He stands up and he kind of steps aside. He goes, "Be careful. Some magic folk remain, but the ones that remain I'd hoped would leave."
All right, we will definitely take that into consideration.
Wait a second. We've been sitting here this whole time, and there's still magic a-holes in your forest, and you've been scared to let us in?
Oh, wait, you mean they're in this forest?
They do not threaten me, but they might threaten
Yeah.
you.
Oh, is that why you didn't want us to go in the first place? I understand. No? Okay.
Yeah, he nods. Yeah.
all right.
Why do you care about the three of us being harmed in the forest?
Because we just...
Are you just for any passerby, or do you think there's something about us?
We're bringing his friends back.
It's a good question.
I thought it was a good question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Generally, it is for any passerby, but after this, there is something peculiar about you three.
I mean, there's definitely something peculiar.
Yeah, we stand out. We know.
Mr.
Why don't you escort us through the woods so that we can be under your safe guidance, and then it'll be much more guaranteed that the wood elf can hold his end of the deal.
The last person
So-
that...
And I will do my part to make sure he takes the responsibility for that. I'm not going to let him slack.
He'll shake his head and say, "I need to make sure no innocents stumble into the forest.
So we're not innocents.
Not now, you've been warned."
Hey, folks, and not Mr. Splinterlegs, before we actually go, do you mind if we take a bit of a rest here?
You may rest here.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question while I doze off to sleep? From one old guy to another.
Yes.
Could you tell me about... I want to hear about Mr. Splinterlegs, your father. Is you sound like you're the only one left. Is he not around?
He is unfortunately not with us anymore.
I'm sorry about that. Was it old age, or did something nefarious happen?
Carpenter ants.
Turn to you and say, "Those are a blight on my kind." It was old age. It was his time.
That's nice. I mean, not nice to,
Eventually, the leaves all fall.
That is correct.
Well said.
He
Well
lived
said indeed.
I'm a ranger. I'm so nature.
I guess so. It's the first time it's come out.
a negative one.
Someone put that
We've
on
known
a
each
t-shirt.
other for, I think, about a month at this
I'm
point.
so ranger. Nature.
Yeah, I'm so nature. Eventually, all leaves must fall.
He goes, "He lived to be 7,621 years."
Yeah, no thanks.
Wow. That's a lot. They do say if you get to 7,500, you've lived a good life.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I would say he made it.
Well, that's nice.
How old are you?
6,000 years.
Only another
Wow.
1,500?
So
He kind of chuckles.
is that is 1,500 years about the time it takes for trees to reproduce? That's quite a big age gap.
That's a good question.
Is a good question.
The legal age is 18.
Would you mind if we leave to go to sleep?
You may leave, or you may sleep here.
Do you
I
sleep?
thought he would protect us.
Well, I was
Somewhat.
just making.
I'm going to
a pun.
hang out by you. Do you have...
I got it. I'm slow.
Mr. Splinter, do you... Sorry, Splinter.
Just holding
Legs.
hands with him.
Do you have, like a song that you sing? Or do you... I don't know if you sing or just rock back... I don't know.
He needs a lullaby.
Do you know music? We have a very talented musician here. He's gotten a lot better since we've met him, honestly.
Yeah,
Right.
and actually, I was kind of thinking we could meditate together. You know, get into it.
Well, he could teach us something because
He's about as talented as our friend Gorik was accurate.
Kind of cocks his head.
Yeah, that's an inside joke. That's
I do know a song.
Awesome. I hope it's an easy one to learn.
Bard, would you please
Play the song that you know?
play a tune?
Sure, I can do that.
So,
It's the theme from One Tree Hill.
Your nature puns are on point.
So, you strike up a tune, Zorob, and Splinterlegs starts rocking back and forth, and I'm going to try and sing a song in a treant voice.
I'm going to lay down while you do this, by the
Okay,
way. I'm gonna show
that's
them
fine.
Right at the base of his feet. Right under his trees.
When the light is all gone and darkness is here, when kings and queens fall and the future's unclear, I tell you, the dragon riders come. They've come from the north and crested the wall to fight the unholy and vanquish them all. Beware, beware, the dragon riders come. When mothers of children hush whimpers and cries, when all hope is lost and the suns do not rise, I swear, the dragon riders come. Believe, believe, the dragon riders come.
That was the most beautiful meditation experience I have ever had.
Braithos is sound asleep.
It's just a song, and he rolls over and falls asleep.
I'm just looking at the sky, thinking, as I was listening, so not just being an asshole and ignoring it.
Even when he rolls over and, like, supposedly went to sleep, definitely, like, still awake. Yeah.
He's pretending.
Yeah, he's definitely pretending to be asleep.
I'm meditating. Just for a little while.
Okay. So as the moon.
He said there was one, I think, just one.
Yeah, just one. Oh, he's rolling.
It's one.
Oh, there's only
Look
one.
at that.
moon.
There's only one moon.
You already said that in the lore question.
I did. Yep. So the one singular moon rises and casts a somewhat shadow along the around the forest floor. You meditate or eventually fall asleep. I'm not sure, but you do get a long rest. I don't know if Krugel and Rathos fall asleep or not, but it's up to them.
No, I do not fall
You
asleep.
don't fall asleep. Fascinating.
I don't either.
Neither does Rathos. You guys in a staring contest all night?
No, I'm definitely like pretending to be asleep the whole I'm just
So you
pretending to be
guys
asleep.
don't get a long
like I
rest?
can't. I'm trying to sleep. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if you want to give me a level.
I mean, we got a long
exhaustion.
rest. I didn't fight last time. We went to a tavern and we...
So normally there's something called exhaustion, right? Which
Yeah, that could play. But you're not. You are resting. You're not
Yeah.
just not sleeping.
I can't sleep.
Okay, suffering
That's
from
that's how I'm
insomnia.
doing it, Yeah.
Man, I hate those nights.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all get a long rest though. So I'm gonna say it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. And then, so next morning the birds are chirping. The sun is up. One of the suns is up. What do you guys do now?
I want to roll over. Is Treant still above me, Mr. Splinter?
Yeah,
Splinterlegs. He is.
Yep.
Okay. Are the trees in his branches chirping, or are they just?
yeah. There's birds all around
All right.
chirping. He
Hey,
doesn't.
get out, that's my friend. Get there. Yeah.
So he kind of leans down, and the birds they all fly away. He goes, "It is okay."
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry, I just didn't want them taking advantage of you. If someone was,
I don't
see-
have branches.
It's
It's all right.
but-
I didn't see any woodpeckers. So
He looks at you and he nods.
Is this the anatomy thing?
Quite the headache, those
Yeah.
ones.
they can really drill a hole.
All right. I'm gonna wake up and I'm very, very close to Krugel while I roll over. Just wake up and stretch it out a little bit. Not a morning person, everybody.
Why the fuck are you so close to me?
Good morning, honey.
I don't know. I roll and
I did
roll
not
around a
sleep
little
last night. Just when did you get close? I must have been zoning out.
bit. Guess so.
Oh my
I
god!
do that a little sometimes. All right,
you didn't
guys.
sleep last night?
No. Do I ever look like I sleep?
Did
Yeah.
you sleep?
Like a baby.
Oh, that's nice.
Because I was awake all night. Can I do an insight check
You
on that or
can
whatever?
you can make a deception check too, Rathos.
Or a persuasion check.
Or-
I said I would.
Well, it's deception. You're lying.
I would have nat 20.
Did you really? Okay, it doesn't even matter why I rolled. Okay, because it was not
On the
20.
most useless.
I know.
Lying to your friends.
3 into 4, and I slept like a fucking baby.
I was staring at the sky or in the distance all night. Maybe I heard some voices,
My
but
snores were
did
on
not
point.
did not really pay attention to him. Apparently, I just didn't even think of him.
When you're this old, you get used to not sleeping and looking like you're sleeping.
All right, guys. I think it's time to go. We've spent a lot of time here. Splinterlegs, thank you again for everything. Okay, we really do appreciate it. All the information, letting us rest here, and letting us pass through. We're going to go save the world now, and if we find those folks in Tibet, we'll bring some of them back to you.
I'm using Bannock's perception right now.
Okay. Bannock's perception. The radar pops up.
This table's so great, I can slap it with authority.
You cast Bannock's perception, and you see that all of the kobolds of the small clan have now made it to the dead forest.
Mr.
Or the
Splinterlegs,
dead woods. Yes.
did you see a kobold group come through here?
I might have seen one or two, but not an entire.
Have you ever heard of the dragon Bannock?
Of course, Bannock the Black.
Bannock the Black. So we've seen his stone. Have you seen his stone?
I have not.
We touched it, man. It was so great. But what do you have you ever seen him to exist? Is that just like the others, or have you never seen him in your 6,000 years?
I have seen Bannock once, or it might have been his shadow.
Is he like, what was the other one you said? What's the gold dragon?
Sectar.
Sorry, I'm old. I apologize. Sectar. Is he like Sectar, or would he be more akin to...
Rushhorn?
Thank you, Zorab Rushhorn.
Much more akin to Rushhorn the Red.
Damn. So we ran into some of his kin, I guess. They were pretty nice guys.
Little nutty.
A little nutty, but
they
I mean,
were
for
nice.
the most part, they just wanted to be left alone. And
Great partiers.
Yes.
could you
Yes, they were.
do us a favor? Because I think, obviously, we need to be able to find you again, right?
Yes.
Because we're bringing, hopefully the magic...
Give us a stick.
Yeah. Could you... I mean, you can walk. This is your forest, I guess, and I get that. What do you know about the dead forest?
That a long time ago, many trees were silenced there.
Yeah. I think that the Bannock, the people that we were just talking about were heading there. Could you, check on them or go and, maybe protect them? Or maybe, we can set that up as a... There's a lot going on, as you've heard, and we've just all talked about. Maybe a safe zone, because I think the war is, while it's kind of contained at this point, may start to get a little rough as more and more people start to figure out what's going on. Can we, start to set up kind of a place where people can go? You seem like a pretty tall, tough guy, and you're very wise, and...
I may be tall and tough. I am only one. But this I can try.
Okay. The dead forest. I don't know. Do you guys know of any markings in the dead... I don't know. I guess I was in the dead forest. Do we know of any markings, DM, that we could tell him to go to?
I mean, I lived in a dead forest my entire life on Terra.
There's that.
There's ancient ruins that I'm sure that Krugel knows about.
I've seen them. I've seen markings. I tried to figure out what they meant, but I didn't really... There was no one to, try to translate or figure it out, but there's definitely symbols all over there. There was definitely an ancient civilization there, I feel like.
I feel like I'm just now hearing about this. So it's a lot to unpack. But should we try and get... Was it a safe space? I mean, you're you, so I'm
that's
really
where
questioning.
That's where his dumb brother died from the insect.
He's not dumb.
He's dead. Sorry.
So not
Harsh.
not super safe.
It was
No, it's
it was
not safe.
Not a safe place to be.
Okay.
How do you think I got out of it alive? I'm a maniac.
That's fair.
But they're
I wasn't like this when I went in.
No, this changed me for the worse.
Safer than a war-torn...
There's nowhere safe here now.
Okay, I know. I guess that's what I'm saying. If
It's
people
safer.
need to go
It's
somewhere-
safer right at this moment, but it won't stay that way.
All right. Well, I think it's the best we have. I mean, what do you guys think?
I think the kobolds are going into a trap, but we got to go north. So fuck them.
I think they're good at hiding and digging holes.
Yes.
I think
they're also
gonna be okay.
kobolds, so a lot of
I get
critters.
that.
will be
I guess
left
I'm
alone.
just thinking if I can go to...
Are you
Here's,
going there?
here's the deal, guys. No, I'm not
the
going
deal?
there. I guess my thought is this. We go to Demissa. Say I run into a pretty young thing named Latish. And I just so happen to let slip that some asshole necromancer god is going to take over Terra.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good idea if she leave town for a bit, and maybe she spreads the word, and anyone who maybe is not for Xandar or something like that, and we can set up a safe zone, a base of resistance, something, right? To where we can start formulating a plan. Like, let's use some tactics here. Like, all right, let's start building something.
And you think that the ideal spot to do this would be the precise location where my brother got ripped apart?
I mean, that's where it started.
That's where the first foundations get.
Yes, the safest place
we can use him. We can use him as this building block. I think
we'll make a statue out of him.
In reality,
we'll call the city Robzor.
Boy, that would be great. But we already have a group there who is, for our cause. At least if we make loud enough noise, they'll fight whatever makes a loud noise.
There is a group in charge of a small clan. Yes,
that's true. And if Mr. Splinter can go there and offer at least some protection, right, or something, right?
I get it.
Okay.
I like
Let's
that.
say we go to the library and it's all, I forget that.
Doesn't have
Vice
to be the library.
President
Tell us
Janala or whatever her name was. Gwendolyn or whatever. I forget.
We're going there anyway, so I don't know which
Jenlyn?
No, that's Janala Duskheel. Her name was... Let me pull it up. You would think I'd remember all this shit. Like, it's my world.
She hasn't been relevant since we recorded.
Yeah.
Nordov Genwelin.
No, there's some kind of general
You were
idea.
there. You almost had it.
Yeah. Well, I feel like she's not a pleasant person. They're people of knowledge, so maybe they don't care about the war because they're right in the middle. But I feel like no one can be left out of Xandar's war. You know what I mean? He's probably already touched
Which,
everywhere.
more to the point, at some point, you're going to have to pick a side. And I mean, that's
Right.
kind of where we're at.
I like your idea of sending as many allies down there to form a base. I like it.
I don't think Letitia's
like
brave
it.
enough if the library...
All right,
Whoa, let me
whoa.
finish.
You don't know her like I do. first of
Okay,
all.
yeah, but...
I think he does. I mean, we only...
So I do her
By the
like
way,
twice.
Rathos I had like 3 words.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know her like I know her.
So every time that vice president librarian, vice librarian, whatever her title, vice chancellor, I don't know what her title was, doesn't matter,
Vice chairman.
show up, she would cower, run away, avoid anything, because do you think she's going to just have the courage to flee and start this refugee base? Or
I don't think she's going to start it. It's already started. My point is she may need somewhere to go if she's scared enough, which a lot of people are going to be. Also, you bring up a great point, Krugel. Remember that time we went there and you were going for the Loot of Revival? You know, these 2 black-cloaked a-holes who were doing their thing and trying to get it and separate some books out, so we didn't get the Dragon book or we didn't get whatever book we got.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure, weren't they under her command?
I think they were.
I think she needs to answer some shit.
I don't think...
Let's go.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's go.
I love this table.
Let's go.
Mr.
I also
Splinter?
love this table.
Thank you, sir. I will meet you in the Dead Forest someday.
He's going to extend a hand.
Okay.
And he does the same thing because he wraps it around
If
your
I
arm.
die, I can't do it. And I said someday. I don't know when it's going to be, but someday.
I understand.
Good man. Okay. I think that's okay. Thank you.
Good.
Okay. Rathos is, by the way, walking to Demissa after.
I'm briskly following.
So
I'm just happy we're
He's
doing
already,
something.
He's already forgotten about the magic folk. There.
So they've walked ahead, and I'm just standing alone, and I'm just looking at Splinterlegs, and I'm just like this, and I just mouth, "Fucking kill me," and then I leave.
Splinterlegs turns around and starts heading south. So you guys start heading north. As you walk north towards Demissa, make perception checks.
16 plus
Ooh, I'm sorry. 16. I apologize.
21.
16, 21.
I got 17.
Oh.
Damn, you guys are killing it. Something is approaching you. You can hear rustling towards the woods in front of you.
So my immediate instinct is to grab Rathos and go, fucking hide, because you always jump out. Zorob, hide as well.
I stand right in the middle of the road. Right
No, I'm
behind-
pulling you. I'm grabbing you by
You
your
got to roll a strength
cloak.
check because I'm standing right here. If I hear them, I'm ready.
All right, I rolled. I rolled an
Shield in
18.
hand.
I rolled an 18.
I rolled an 18.
Are you
Oh
serious?
my God.
-1.
-1.
I rolled a 13 plus 5, so yeah.
Unbelievable. So I'm standing my ground.
So I'm pulling him off the road to get him not out in the wide open.
No. Oh, God, no.
Shut up! And I'm going to put my other hand over your mouth as I'm pulling you.
So as you guys are
Stop biting me! What the
fighting
fuck?
each other, you hear as 4 displacer beasts jump out of the forest and into your view. Roll for initiative.
Oh man. 12.
9. I'm gonna let Kruger
So yeah, 24.
just a second.
But I did hide. I tried to hide. I don't know what that means.
It is your turn,
We won't do that.
Krugel. There are 4 displacer beasts in front of you.
They're 4 in front of me. Like, how close are they? Do they see me?
They do. They're 60 feet away.
I want to try and climb a tree to shoot at them from the tree.
I'm going to say if you want to climb the tree, that's going to take your attack action away.
That's fine. If I can... I just assumed I'd have to roll a
Make an athletics
That's
check
what I
to
was-
see how high you go.
16.
Yeah, you get about 16 feet up.
Oh, okay. Nice.
See how that works?
It's pretty high up.
It is now the displacer beast's turn. Zorab, can you make a stealth check for me to see, because you were trying to hide?
Yeah. It's pretty good. 23.
Man, they don't see you at all. They only see Krugel.
In the tree?
Yeah, you aren't stealthy. One of the displacer beasts is going to charge towards, well, 2 of them, is going to charge towards Rathos and make tentacle attacks. 18 plus 6.
Hits.
24.
Oh,
Hits. 6 bludgeoning and 3 piercing damage, so 9 total damage.
Okay.
Makes a second attack. Does a 21 hit.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
9 damage. All right.
2 plus 3, 5 more.
Okay. Trying to think of
The other displacer beast is going to charge towards Krugel. It is 60 feet away, so it has to dash towards you. So it's going to dash to the bottom of the tree. Zorab, it is now your turn.
All right. I'm gonna cast. I'm sorry. How far away from him up in the tree am I?
About 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna. I'm gonna pop out of the bush, and I'm naturally, and I'm gonna throw a bardic inspiration to you. Great job climbing that tree.
Did you have to get out of the bush to yell that?
Yes, I did. I cast a bardic inspiration on you, and then I am going to cast hypnotic pattern.
You could corner the cube, so you hit one of the displacer beasts.
Can I hit 2 of them if I cast the cube like way over here?
Yes, you could hit 2 of them.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm going to do hypnotic pattern to these 2 over here. They have to do a wisdom saving throw of 14,
Okay.
and if they fail, then they become charmed for 1 minute.
One's going to fail. They both rolled 3s.
All right. So they are hypnotized. They just space off and all of a sudden forget what they're doing and stand still.
So as you hypnotize both, you see 2 of the displacer beasts shimmer and completely disappear. There is only 2 displacer beasts in front of you now.
Oh no!
Rathos, it is now your turn.
After seeing that, I'm going to turn and do my breath weapon on both of them, assuming I can get both of them.
Yeah, you can,
15 foot
because
cover.
one's to tree.
Yep.
Make
It's
that attack.
It is
All right, it's a dex save.
Dex save of 10.
Both will save.
Okay, so you're going to take half damage, 3d6. 1, 3, 2, so 6. You're going to take 3. They both take 3 damage. Ooh.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. We will go to the top of the order with Krugel.
So I'm jumping out from the tree to try to jump behind the whatever.
One at the base of the tree.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's my first action is jumping out of the tree.
Well, jumping out of the tree like gravity's doing all the work.
Yeah. That's an action, though. I'm jumping out
I'll
of the tree.
consider it
It's a
movement.
And then-
No.
But okay, anyways, so I'm doing that,
Yeah.
and then I'm casting Cordon of Arrows.
Ooh!
All right.
A new thing!
A new thing.
So
what's this new thing?
So what I'm doing is with my other 30 feet of within a 30 feet area, anything that comes within 30 feet of the ammunition that I plant in the ground. So I'm running into putting down 4 arrows around me in like almost like a box.
Yeah.
And anything that moves within 30 feet of it, it pops out and strikes them, and they have to make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
So it's like a trap,
You set a trap.
an arrow trap.
Okay. So you
I
set
do
an arrow
trap.
You do trap.
I like that.
So I can designate any of the creatures I choose, and the spell ignores them. So it's going to ignore them,
right. Okay.
my party members.
Okay.
So that's what it says. Any creature is plural, so I choose. The spell ignores them, so it's going to ignore Zorob and Rathos, but not the 4 guys, and that would be. Oh, hold on. Let's see if I have a bonus action. Oh, I do have a bonus action, but I don't think I should use it. It's Hail of Thorns. But I'm not going to cast that yet.
Isn't that on your next hit? Is that no?
Yes, it would be on my next hit.
So go ahead and cast it. That way,
Because it'll stack.
if you cast,
Okay, I will cast it on. I will cast Hail of Thorns as a bonus
There
action
you
on
go. So your
myself
next hit, you can
because
get
it lasts up to a minute.
and
so
then you can cast, or then you can try and hit. If you hit, it works.
Does
then you
that-
can cast it again.
What's it called? That spell you just cast?
Cordon of Arrows.
Does that require concentration?
Ooh, I don't know. I've never used this before.
Does it have a C next to it?
Right.
It has a VSM, 4 or more arrows
Visual.
of both visual.
Somatic
and
and motion.
Motion.
So no.
Let me see where
It says it the range. Okay, it says range/area 5 feet.
Yeah.
So I basically, but it says anything that comes.
The duration would say concentration.
It says 8 hours.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Some like horrific Vietnam War trap shit there.
God, Jesus.
Punchy spikes.
Yeah.
So it is Displacer Beast number 1's turn. So it needs to make a dex save, correct, Chris?
13. Yes.
13. It fails.
So you're gonna take 1d8,
Roll that damage.
1d6 piercing. That would be a 6. And then that piece of ammunition is obviously destroyed from that. So I've got 3 left.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so now it is going to, because you drop down, it is going to, you see its tentacles rear up and another Displacer Beast appears in front of it, and it also makes a tentacle attack against you, Krugel.
So does that spring another trap?
Why would it?
Because there's 4 pieces all within a 5-foot box around me. If it
Because that new-
within 30 feet.
You're saying that
New creature.
Because that new thing popped up.
It's not a creature, though.
It's an illusion?
It's an illusion.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was a creature.
Does a 16 hit?
It ties.
Ties go to the defender. It's going to make a second attack against you. Does a 22 hit?
No.
Takes 7 damage.
I'd like to use my reaction and
Okay.
intercept that with my shield,
All right.
which is 7 plus 3, so the total amount of damage I'm going to intercept it.
So you take it all.
Yeah, I don't take the damage.
Yeah,
I
but
just-
you absorb
He
it.
takes
Okay.
it.
don't
Dis-
take
dissipate.
Yeah.
take it
I reduce is the better word. I reduce the damage the target takes
Absorb.
by 1d10 plus 3. Yes.
Well, not absorb, but
Mitigate.
I reduce, mitigate. There you go.
deflect.
Displacer Beast number 2
Is doing what?
He's gonna
fails its
Okay.
dex check. Roll that damage.
That would be a 5.
Okay. Rathos does a 19 hit.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Hits.
Ooh.
Take 5 damage. 2 bludgeoning and 3 piercing. And then it misses its second attack. And then it also, with its tentacles, and another Displacer Beast appears.
What I am going to do is cast Plant Growth somewhere behind them. So, of any size. All right, yeah, so I'm casting Plant Growth all over here except for on my compadres over here. And yeah, I basically all normal plants within a 100-foot radius become thick and overgrown, right? So
Yep.
and try to grow over these
You should have
guys
did that
capture
and
them.
then hid in the bush.
I know, we all did things backwards with the trees and the bushes. I made a mistake.
You guys are arguing mid-combat.
Yeah,
I love
right.
it.
Yeah, so basically, my goal is to have these vines and trees grow and expand and see if they, if they catch these guys, if they climb over them, or maybe they go through them if they're not really there. That type of thing.
They're going to make dex saves.
Okay.
One fails. The other succeeds. So one is ensnared, and its attack rolls will have disadvantage. The other, however, succeeds. As for the illusions, I'm going to say that the illusions can get out of the way. So you can't tell which one's ensnared and which one is the illusion.
Okay.
So
we see 2 ensnared, 2 free.
one is ensnared,
Only-
3 free.
Yep.
Okay.
Because it moves its illusion, but you don't know which one is which.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on Rathos.
Okay, and now it is Rathos' turn.
All right, Rathos, after seeing everyone get hit and thinking everything was great, and we were down to 2, and then 2 more popped up, he's beginning to suspect something, but he can't tell what's up. So he's going to swing. He's going to turn to the one on his far left, and he is going to take a regular melee attack at the one on the far left.
Okay, do so with disadvantage.
I roll 2 10s, so I get a +6. That's a 16.
That'll hit.
12 damage.
As you hit it, you stab true, and you see its tentacles, and the shimmer dissipates around the illusion. You can now see the true Displacer Beast. You hit the right one.
I hit the right one.
Yes,
He
yep.
is the true
Yeah, that is the true Displacer Beast.
Is his illusion
His illusion
gone?
is now gone.
Awesome.
So attacks against this Displacer Beast for this round no longer invoke disadvantage.
After seeing that whatever was right next to him disappeared, I'm gonna go ahead and use my second attack on him again. I rolled a nat 20.
Hell yeah, you did.
Nice.
That's your
That's
third
my
one tonight?
That's my second one tonight.
Oh.
My first one was on deceiving you,
Yeah.
or persuading you. So how does that work once more? Is it double the dice, add the modifier, or do you?
Do full damage, whatever your maximum
So-
amount of damage would be, and then you roll a damage
Full
dice.
damage, just the dice, or full damage plus the modifier?
Full damage
Just the
for
dice?
the dice. And
10.
then- okay, so
And
10.
and then 8 more, so 18 total damage to him.
Nice.
So you just did 30 damage in one shot.
And
You
I'm
did
going to
12.
do my bonus action. I'm going to cast Divine Smite. I'm going to do a second level spell slot and do 2d8 extra damage to it.
Okay.
5, 7, 12 extra damage to it. So I just did 42 damage to it. And then I would like to do a bonus action of Searing Smite, so the next time I hit with a melee,
Yep.
it'll get Searing Smite. I should have done that first, so I'm an asshole. I might have one-shot that fucking thing. Let's go!
Good try.
Kratos is feeling pretty good about himself at this point.
It is now bloodied. It is very angry at you. It hisses at you as its tentacles flare.
I growl right back at it, but
All
like
right.
in wolf form. Of course.
Love it.
Top of the order with Krugel. So you see one Displacer Beast. You know that one of them has the shimmer going on. The other one you can clearly see is bleeding, and you can tell that's the one that does not have an illusion up.
So what I'm going to do is the one I know that's bloody and real is I'm fire an arrow at it, which I rolled a 26, 25.
Was that a nat 20?
No, it was 19.
Fuck.
Plus my DC.
Oh, that's certainly going to hit.
Yeah, okay. So that's 1d8 plus 4, which is an 8. So 12 plus 4 fire damage.
16 damage. That's great.
Is it dead?
Nope.
All right, I'm firing another one at it because I can do 2 attacks in an action.
There you go.
Go right ahead.
And I know I'm inspired, and I don't need to use it because I just rolled a nat 20.
Damn! You guys are fucking killing it! So, total would be 8 piercing plus 6 fire damage.
Plus the 4 modifier.
Nope, we don't add the modifier.
Oh, because it's the... Okay.
So that's 14 damage
Yeah.
right off the bat.
Okay. And then you roll.
Now you roll.
Okay. 2 plus the 4, right?
Yep.
So that's 6, and then
Now
the fire
you're-
damage again?
you're D6, yep.
3
So 9.
plus the 14.
Right, so that's 23 damage.
Dang,
It
this
is
still standing.
hurting.
Shit. Jeez.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike. So basically what I'm doing is it doesn't opportunity attacks. Makes it null and void.
Right.
So, and then I'm basically what I'm doing is I'm teasing it by running around in a 30-foot circle with my movement around my traps, trying to get it to go to my traps. Yoo-hoo!
Over
yes,
here.
my legendary people. Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Where's my legendary homies?
Nomies.
Where's my legendary homies? Right, so Now it's the Displacer Beast's turn. There are 2 mines left, correct?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So it's going to roll a deck save.
Yep.
What was the save?
13.
Saves. So
That arrow's gone, so there's only one left now.
I'm
So
a little
it-
slow.
it puts its illusion up, and it is going to try to attack you, Krugel.
This is the bloodied one. Puts his
Yes.
illusion back up.
Misses the first time. Misses both times. So then the second Displacer Beast is going to try to attack Wraithos. 23
It's
will hit. Yep. Take 8 damage. Ouch. Rolls a crit fail, so it tries to swipe and it tries to hit you with its tentacles, but as it tries to, it misses so bad it smacks a tree, and it's kind of like punching your hand, hitting your hands on something. Its shimmer disappears. Now it is Zorob's turn.
All right, is the one closest to me the one that's beat up the most?
Yes, but its illusion is still up.
Oh, his illusion is still up? So I can't tell which one's the illusion and which one's not, right?
Correct.
It's all good. I'm just going to run up, and I'm going to try and stab at this one. You know what? I'm just going to try and stab it.
Which one? The one without an illusion?
You choose.
That's
that.
the one closest to you. It has an illusion up. Make an
All right.
attack roll with disadvantage.
I rolled 2 5s.
Plus anything?
That's not... It's fine.
You ever cast Bardic Inspiration on yourself?
I don't think I'm allowed
shit.
to
I still
even
have a
do
bardic
that.
inspiration.
Yeah, you both have an inspiration. I'm not allowed to
I
inspire
don't think
myself.
I didn't need it yet.
No, you
I
haven't.
haven't either.
Wraithos, it is now your turn.
The one that was bloodied, and I just want to keep hitting the same thing I've been hitting.
Okay.
That is what I would like to do.
Make an attack roll with disadvantage.
It's a 14 hit.
It does.
Oh, baby! Let's
nice.
go! 6 plus... I'm sorry, that's a 9 plus 3, so 12 damage.
Yep. I mean, you're going to kill it.
Okay, I don't... So, you tell me if I recognize that before I use my Searing Smite on it.
Make a con save.
Okay. Oh, that's a 5 plus... it's 5 minus 1, that's a 4.
With a 4, you are just so jacked up. You're just...
Alright, so then...
You just
so
lay
the
into it.
Searing Smite is fucking useless, but I'm still gonna just... I'm gonna hit this thing as hard as I can.
Yep.
I see that its illusion is gone right
Yep.
beside it, and just in like full like Thor mode, I'm
Yep.
like raising
Super
my rapier
Saiyan.
up and like
Yes.
smashing down on top of this thing. with
Absolutely.
and moonlight power just coming right down on it. Yeah, so that's one attack. I would like to use. I'm gonna use my bonus action again to get Searing Smite ready.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack the second one that the illusion is gone on.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 20 again.
Are you serious?
I'm used to
Man.
roll, right?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I rolled
Yeah,
a,
yeah.
yeah. I rolled a nat 20 again, yeah.
Dang.
It's very rare.
Yeah.
5, 3 plus 3, so 11 damage. And then I'll use my Searing Smite, which is 1d6. So 15 total damage. And I'm not going to use a Divine Smite right now.
Krugel's turn. Top of the order.
So what's the situation now?
One Displacer Beast is dead.
Yeah.
The other was hit by Wraithos with a nat 20.
I'm-
So its tentacles shiver and its illusion disappears. So
Okay.
you can see the true Displacer Beast before
How
you.
far away from it am I?
Like 30 feet.
Okay, so I'm actually going to move up to it,
Yep.
and I'm going to use my Zephyr Strike. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on a weapon attack roll on your turn. I rolled a crit fail. That's a nat 20.
Oh my god!
Look, it is. Look at it.
That's awesome. What a great day,
What
ladies
a
and
great
gentlemen.
day.
A crit fail and a nat 20 on the
What a
same-
nice DM.
Yeah. So that was with my rapier.
This
so
isn't
My normal sword.
Yes.
0 to
1D,
hero.
it's a 1d8.
I'm holding
So
the
you do
Panic
8
Stone.
damage right away.
Get outta here.
And then another, I'm going to roll a d8 plus 5 for the rapier because of that, which is a 4. So that's going to be 1d8 plus 5, so 9. And then I get my 1d8 of force damage from Zephyr Strike. 1d8
1d8 of force damage.
Yes. I'm learning how to use my character. Don't worry, it's just a 1. And then I'm going to swing with my short sword.
Go ahead.
I can't read that. It's an 11 plus 8.
Yep, you hit.
That's a d6 plus 5. which I rolled a 5, so that's 10.
It is now bloodied.
Okay, and I'm going to use my second attack action then. I rolled an 18, so I know I hit. So
Yep.
4 plus 5, 9.
So it is going to... And it puts its shimmer back up, so its illusion is back up, and it is going to swing at Krugel for... Does a 23 hit?
Of course.
Of course it does. 4 damage.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
All right, then it misses.
Nice.
Now it's Zorob's turn.
He's got no illusion. Wait, does this thing have an illusion up right now?
Yes, it does.
Oh my god! I'm gonna try and stab at the one on the left.
Okay. Make an attack roll with disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'm sorry. It hit. It's a dirty 22. So I get a 1d8 plus 3. Oh, it's 8 plus 3. 11.
So
That's right.
you stab true, hit home, and it and its tentacles shiver, and its illusion disappears. So now you can see the true Displacer Beast before you. It's still standing though.
What?
It is now Rathos.
Boy, you ugly.
Wait, excuse me. What if I have a bonus action? Okay. So my bonus action is unsettling words, ironically.
Okay, what is unsettling words?
As a bonus action, you can expend 1 use of your bardic inspiration, so that's my third and final use. Choose a creature you can see. I roll my 1d8. Creature must subtract the number rolled from their next saving throw it makes before the start of my next turn.
Okay, roll your d8.
It's a 5.
Okay, so it's going to subtract 5 from its next attack roll
Its
or
next-
ability.
Its next saving throw it
Okay.
makes before the start of my next turn. So I guess if it doesn't make one, then nothing happens. And my unsettling words to it are, go fuck yourself.
I was going to say, before you say it, you got to do it in the voice, though.
I said, go fuck yourself.
Oh my god. We're going to hell.
That's okay.
Zorob, get the grass out of your teeth, man. Come on. This is serious.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I am officially done with my turn. Now, thank you. I'm allowed my bonus actions too.
Rathos, it's your turn.
Can DM, will you allow me? I don't know if this is gonna be an action or not, and that's what I'm kind of concerned about. I want to make a perception check to see if I can see if anything else is going on around us, because Rathos is slightly paranoid about the old magic people that are still left in the forest.
Okay. Sure, you can make a perception. That won't be it. You're just taking a quick glance around.
Oh, I rolled a 12.
No,
Nothing.
can't see anything.
Okay. I'm going to make an attack at the Displacer Beast that is right in front of me then.
Okay.
It's a 12.
Misses.
I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration, which
All
I
right.
have not used yet.
Yes, feel inspired.
And I'm going to add 6 to it, so 18.
That definitely hits.
Yeah.
Roll that damage.
I am going to roll. That is a 7 plus 3, which is a 10. I believe I put Searing Smite on.
Yep. Bonus action at the end of the last turn.
Yep, so I'm going to add Searing Smite onto it, which is a 1d6. So add 5 extra. So 15 total. And then I'm going to take my second action, or my second attack, I should say, of the action. 14. 8 plus 6.
That hits.
Okay. I'm going to roll again. 12. Your boy's putting some serious damage today.
Yeah. 12 damage.
Yep.
You really are. DPSing hard over there.
Krugel, it's your turn.
I'm going to back up 30 feet and taunt it. Go, come on. Come here. Let's go. Come get me, bitch.
Is that your action?
Yeah.
He just walked away.
Okay.
Wait,
Well, wait. Move with speakings in action.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
I just glanced around.
I didn't know, like, I can't attack because I said something out loud.
Well, I don't know, like, you're, like, backing up and doing it at the same time.
Well, yeah, like, I'm taunting him. I'm trying to lure him to me.
So taunting, I'm going to count that as an action that's specific.
Okay. Yeah,
still
yeah.
want
Oh,
to
yeah,
or
I want
not?
to do that. Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, so
they
that's
can
your action.
They can hold the fort. And that's it. That's my turn.
Nice.
So the Displacer Beast rolled a, what was that, 16 plus 6, 22 to hit.
Hit me?
Yeah.
So it moves with me?
Yeah.
So that pops up my last arrow.
Oh, yeah.
Did I get a
Save throw of 13, but you have to minus the 5 from it.
It fails, so roll your d6.
Do I get an opportunity attack as it walks towards him and leaves my melee range?
I did roll a 1, so it just did 1.
Okay.
But my plan worked.
I rolled an 11.
Ah, yeah, you miss. So it takes 1
damage
more
from
arrow.
my last trap.
And then it rolled a 22 to hit you.
Yeah, which does.
Take 9 damage. It attacks you, and
Nice
then it also
RP.
puts its shimmer up. Zorab, it's your turn.
I'm gonna stab it.
Go ahead. Make an attack roll with disadvantage.
18.
Oh
two
my
18.
God.
That's
Hot rolls,
ridiculous.
this new table.
That's yeah.
This new table. Having a table to roll on.
Plus 6 is 24.
Roll your damage.
6 plus 3, it's a 9.
You kill it.
Yeah.
You guys are out of combat.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I fist bump Zorab. Hey, way to kill something. I love it.
Something.
Yeah.
Rathos is walking around looking to see if there's any magic going around him.
I gotta
Make
be
an
honest.
Arcana check.
17. I rolled a 17.
With a 17, you can see some gold shimmering dust on leaves around you.
I lick it.
Okay.
It's really the only correct response.
And it's kind of like the... I'm trying to spit it out, but that's what happened.
After you investigate this, you identify this to be fairy dust.
As I suspected.
What, Rathos?
It's fairy dust. I don't know what that does or is.
What's it taste like?
It tastes a little bit like
Mothballs.
freedom.
Oh.
Mothballs and freedom.
Or I don't know, freedom, lack of thought, just whimsical. It tastes.
Oh.
If whimsical could be a taste or beyond them, I don't know. I don't know.
As he's explaining, I grab a leaf and I lick it.
Okay. You also identify this as fairy dust.
It is very
Hey,
and it is whimsical.
Hey, do we need a third opinion?
Do I
Try it, man. It's great.
Rathos would like to try to fly. No, I'm done.
Make a
Rathos,
constitution
I'm
check.
joking.
So I'm
Rathos
go-
would like to try to fly, but I will though.
Make a constitution check, you two.
Okay.
Both you, you two, Zorab. Make con saves.
I rolled an 18 minus 1. I rolled a 17.
Rolled a 6.
You can fucking fly.
What?
For real?
Damn, that's awesome.
I find a fairly large rock and I try to jump off it.
Okay, roll a d4.
Why?
Is he flying?
Well, hold on. I'll tell you in a sec. I got a 2.
Dude, you swan dive into the fucking ground and smash your face. Take 2 damage. You think you can fly. Turns out you can't. You are
Rathos was-
tripping on fairy dust.
Rathos was right behind him, and as soon as he dove off, Rathos just walked away. He's like, okay.
It was so like it was so believable, and it was just so purely.
I
Like,
thought
can
for a
fly.
second that
It was whimsical.
I thought
here. Ow.
I thought it was gonna work.
Ah, the high of killing. Finally.
That's fairy dust. Anybody know anything about fairies? Fae? Fae?
I know about them, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. They
They can't fly.
yes, they scurry around it. Yes, they can.
Okay.
They can, but
can.
apparently if I lick gold dust off a leaf, I cannot.
See, you're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to snort it.
Try and snort some.
No, you try and snort it. I don't want to do this.
I am gonna try and snort some. I'm old. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I'd like to snort some fairy dust. I would like to roll a leaf up and go to the next closest leaf that I see the most gold dust on and snort some.
So, as you go to roll it up and snort it, you hear, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh shit, did I eat you? Sorry.
No,
Okay.
but I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Can I tell where it's coming from?
Yep, it's coming from one of the trees behind you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Is this your dust? That's rude of me.
Yep.
Sorry.
So
I didn't mean to lick your dust.
So, standing on one of the branches, there is a small female fairy. Her wings are
I think
softly
Randall's
beating.
meant to lick her
looking at
dust.
you.
Now that she's female.
I wouldn't do that. It looks like your friend there seemed to
Yeah,
for it.
He's
He would have done that without dust.
I don't want to say he's not weak-minded or anything, but he just seems like he can't hold his own, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Kind of.
Okay.
Rathos, what are you talking to?
Oh,
What?
sorry. You don't. Do you guys not see it? Do they not see it? Do we not see you? I see you.
They all can see.
Can you not
her.
see the little? Is she like a fairy? Like flying?
yeah.
Like can you describe her?
She's
for
not
me? Like
flying, but she has like the.
Oh, she's fine though.
she's fine.
fine. She's
fine.
flying.
She's fine.
She's like 4.2 inches. Thick. No, I'm just kidding.
So above average.
Above average. No. She's, I don't know, how big is a fucking fairy, dude? Like 6 inches tall, butterfly wings, like just tip like fucking Peter Pan shit, okay? Just,
Awesome.
fairy.
Very cool.
Yep. Yeah,
I see the
her.
fairy. Yep.
What are you three doing?
Did nothing with your dust.
We were just trying something new.
Fairy dust. So I'm sorry. Yeah. We're
I can't help it. And she kind of like beats her wings and some
listen.
of it.
It happens. It happens the best.
I can't help it.
It happens the best of us. He thought he could fly. Could you believe it?
Yep.
Sure you can. We're just heading to Demissa, Splinterlegs, Mr. Splinterlegs, as he's known, not his father, but he's the only one we know, so we call him Mr.
Not the late Mr.
Not the late,
Splinterlegs.
yes. Thank you. We are
Splinterlegs Jr.
junior to you. We never knew his father. I feel bad. I think he's elder to us, right? 6,000.
6,500 years, yeah.
We call him Mr. Splinterlegs, out of
Right.
respect. Said we could pass through, and we are heading to Demissa.
Very well. You can carry on your way if you want.
Cool. Who the hell are you?
My name's Thistle.
Of course it is. Thick thistle you are.
Thistle.
My name's Thistle.
All right.
Meta question. Are fairies...
Do we know about fairies?
Yeah, are fairies fae folk? Are they, like, from the world?
You could
the
make-
old world, or
Fey world?
are they, like... Yeah, I don't know.
I guess you could make a history check with advantage because you have a fucking book on it.
Can I make...
Kind of.
Can I make...
Or Arcana,
Can I, make
guess.
a history check with advantage as
Yeah.
well? I rolled a 17.
17,
I rolled a 19.
19. Do you care, Krugel?
No.
You are staring at a magic folk. And that is where we will end tonight. Thank you, listeners, for tuning in to another episode of Almost D&D. The theme song we use is The Red Dragon Inn by Derek and Brandon Fichter. All background ambiences and in-game music is provided by Michael Gelfi Studios. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Podbean, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Player FM, and Podchaser. Check out our website, almostdand.com, for behind-the-scenes content. Look us up on Facebook, Almost D&D. You can send us a message there, or our email is almostdandpodcast@gmail.com. Reach out to us. Any and all feedback would be awesome. We'd love to hear from you. We also have an Instagram, Almost D&D. Our Twitter handle is Almost D&D, as is our Patreon. We are highly active on Instagram. That seems to be where we get the most interaction. We do have a Discord that is in the link is in the episode description. As always, I am your host and Dungeon Master, Devin Allard. Going clockwise around this egregiously sized table, we have...
I'm Rob. I play Zorob.
Chris is Krugel.
And I'm Jeff, and I play Rathos.
We'll see you all next time.
The
Last
older
one.
you get, the more likely you are to be in a basement playing D&D. There's just obvious.